0-1 is going to be bunted right in front of the plate. Cox will look over to second, throw to first, one away.
Bunting 1-on-1 that time by C.J. Gibson. Laid it down. The first baseman is pinned to first base, holding the runner on. So ideally, you want to drop that bunt down the first base line, force the pitcher off of the mound to field it. That's exactly what Gibson did. Cox came off, fielded it smoothly, but the sacrifice bunt gets Brushwine over to second base with one out. Back to Austin Brown, walked to lead off and scored the run.
Pitch is popped up. Actually, right here into center field, right in front of us. 2 away. Hunter Landry catches that one. Bottom of the second, 1-0, Edward Little. Winner will face Mount Ararat on Saturday. Oxford Hills will take on Bangor on Saturday. It's nice that Oxford Hills will take on Bangor, not at Bangor. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a surprise. That's fantastic for Coach Slicer and the whole crew up there at the Gwine Athletic Complex. Get out there and support those Vikings.
And the girls, of course, are playing, so you don't have to go anywhere. You can catch 2 games the same day.
2-4-1.
Pitch, high. 1-0. Tyler Blanchard in the dish. Ian Brushwine is on second. 1-0, Edward Little. 2 out. That pitch is going to be popped up. Out of play.
It's interesting. I commented on this last year when we covered the playoff game that there's no green tarp on that first row of fencing behind home plate. Sometimes it could be tough to pick the ball up. I mean, there's a lot of different coloration there behind home plate looking from the outfield. Got to make sure you spend some time out here seeing the ball off the bat.
That pitch is in there for a strike. Count is now 1-2. 2 outs, bottom of the second, 1-0. EL.
Blanchard hit it hard at LeBlanc in his first at bat, forcing the error.
1-2 pitch to Blanchard. Line, base hit into right field. Brushwine's going to come home. The throw is not going to happen. Slide, or more of a collision. Brushwine steps on the bag, and it's 2-0 Lewiston. 2-0 Edward Little. And Beckwith looks like he's okay. That's quite a collision there. It wasn't quite Pete Rose to Ray Fosse, but that's still not something you like to see.
Nope, absolutely
good piece of hitting
not.
there, too, hitting it into right field.
Well, again, where it's pitched, and Blanchard put good part of the bat on it, got it down the line. Millett made a decent throw. Beckwith just not able to collect it. That's a tough play to make. There's a lot of things that got to go right. Hartley looking to continue it now for the Eddies.
Runner on first, 2 outs. Hartley fouls it away over the concession stands. 0-1. Two nothing Edward Little, bottom of the second. Edward Little did all their damage so far with 2 outs. That pitch going to hit Hartley. That's the second time Hartley's been hit, I believe. Wasn't he hit in the first as well?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
No, he was not impressed. There was a little look out there. A little, hey, could you maybe not do that? Thanks.
Blue Devils just got to kind of calm it down here if they can. It's a 2-run game. This game is not by any stretch out of control. Calm down, keep it simple. You got 2 outs here. Make a pitch. Norcross Plord, though, looking to redeem himself from the K looking in the first.
With the bases loaded and nobody out. Pitch is high, 1-0. It's funny, you want to go by the Lewiston bench because they think it's a strike, and then the umpire's like, nah.
Not so much, guys.
Not really.
Not
You're
so
so
much,
close.
guys.
Cox steps, delivers. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Chris Hodgson's keeping us on the air at the Spectrum Healthcare Partners Studios. One, just kidding. He's going to fake back over to second. He's going to make Blanchard get his uniform dirty.
Yeah, he sure did. He faked Blanchard out pretty good.
Whoever takes care of Blanchard's uniform and laundry is probably real thrilled with that now. That pitch is outside. 2-1. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 2-0. Edward Little leads at Lewiston.
Missing by a little bit more is Evan Cox. He's got to try to dial it in here. Live low in the strike zone. See if you can't force a ground ball here.
Pitch. Just missed. 3-1. Some of the Lewiston players, you can tell, are getting frustrated because every time there's a pitch that's close, they throw the old.
Well, from a distance, it looks like every 50-50 pitch is going the other way to them.
Right. That pitch is not a 50-50 pitch. It was way outside and another walk. First and second for EL with 2 outs. Actually, she was bases loaded with 2 outs. Hartley got hit. And now to the dish comes Max Bell.
How many times do you get up back-to-back innings with the bases loaded, let alone the first 2 innings?
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is
loaded.
Oh, I get a chance to. Oh man, that never is going to happen again. Yeah, until like next inning. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, bases loaded. This is sweet. Again.
If you're Edward Little, you want to try to end this quickly.
Coach Jordan wants to have a little moment with Max here. Say, hey, look, this guy's having trouble finding it. Make him throw a strike here. See if he can get one over before you get too aggressive.
Pitch. Outside and high, 1-0. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1.
So there it is. Now he's seen that strike, and we'll see him cut loose here. Bell, a guy who's very aggressive, likes to swing early in the count.
Pitch. Checked his swing. I call it a strike, 1-2.
Good job by Evan Cox here, getting ahead and staying ahead in this count.
Max Bell, a junior. He'll be back next year. Foul it away. 1-2. Do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded, 2-0. Edward Little, bottom of the second. You're listening on Maine's Big Z, 105.5 AM 1240, and worldwide at mainsbigz.com. Pitch is fouled away. Video stream at mbr.org. That's brought to you by Spectrum Healthcare Partners. Should have gotten more tennis rackets here.
At least one more.
At least. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away again. We'll do it again.
Not making square contact, just nipping and.
But guys are staying alive, getting that pitch count up. Little stoppage of play here as they get baseballs. This isn't like minor league baseball. They don't just keep getting baseballs left and right. Like there's, some have to be tracked down. It's a little different. 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. 2-0 Edward Little with the lead, looking to make it more with the bases loaded. That pitch is fouled away, and it remains 1-2. Tough at bat here for Max Bell. Cox has been gutting through it, but you can tell he doesn't quite have everything working today. Pitch popped away again off the top of the screen, and luckily didn't hit anybody, and we'll do it again. Runners on first, second, and third. 2 outs, 1-2 will be the count. Winner of this one will take on Mount Ararat on Saturday. Pitch in there for a strike, strike 3. And Cox, a lot of pitches thrown through 2. Still only 2 runs allowed. End of 2, EL2, Lewiston nothing. We'll be back. Maine's Big Z.
Whether you're on your way to the game or celebrating after, Pat's Pizza on Center Street in Auburn invites you to stop by for a meal that everyone in your family and on your team will enjoy. Like spinach and artichoke dip, nachos, amazing salads and wraps, meat and veggie lasagna, and more. And of course, there's Pat's Pizza. Order plain, specialty, gourmet, or gluten-free. Dine in or take out from Pat's Pizza, located at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Call 784-8221. Online at patsauburn.com. Pat's Pizza is proud to be a sponsor of high school playoff action.
Welcome back. Auburn Suburban Little League. We're here for high school baseball, though. MPA quarterfinal baseball action between the Edward Little Red Eddies and the Lewiston Blue Devils. We're okay? We're good? All right. We're all right. We're still on the air.
Mosquito did that.
Little Mosquito did that. That's good. We're connected. We're good. 2-0 Edward Little. Top of the third. Norcross Plord on the mound for the Eddies. What a spring for these guys, and it was great. Every coach I talked to, whether it was Ryan Palmer, whether it was Coach Emerson or Coach Jordan, none of them made excuses for the rain.
Can't.
None of them.
Work around it.
Which is great.
Work around it. Right? Baseball's a sport of dealing with failure. Baseball's a sport that forces you to adapt. And I'll tell you what, every other team's got to deal with it. That's the deal. It's not like it's specific to one team. So that's the approach is, hey, look, everybody's dealing with it. We're all in the same boat. Let's be the best with what we have. And that's what you like to see. You want that kind of encouragement for these kids, especially at that level. 8-9-1 for the Blue Devils. It's going to be Beckwith, Cox, and then LeBlanc.
Owen Cox, the second baseman.
Ooh.
Evan Cox makes it up if they get a hit.
Wow. So they really only have 2 letters different.
Yep.
No. Two total, but the last.
Right. Yeah, well, it's still 2. Yeah.
2 total.
Yeah. Pitches a ball, 1-0.
Good thing is the lights should attract the bugs. Upward.
Outside 2-0. For folks that don't know, we're out here in the field because
the field was built on a wetland.
Yeah.
So that just presents
swampy.
some interesting issues. We love it out here.
We're okay though. We've come prepared. Pitches in there for a strike, 2-1.
Boy, this perspective, this is a fantastic way to take in a game. One of the interesting reasons that it's fun to take a game in out here is because there's not a whole lot of fan interference.
Right. 3-1 now.
There is no random individual throwing a football or.
Oh yeah, there's none of that. 3-1 pitch, low, and Lewiston gets a leadoff runner on as Mr. Beckwith heads down to first, looking to get something going.
Fullback and
Down
linebacker on the football team. Beckwith is a guy that's got some good foot speed, even as a catcher. So we'll see down a couple of runs here. No outs on the board, and with the 9-hitter up, whether or not Emerson tries to work Beckwith into scoring position here.
First pitch to Owen Cox. In there for strike, 0-1.
I was congratulating Craig Gibson on his enjoying his retirement, and
yes,
he assured me that he would see us in football season. I'll be right above you in football season.
Of course he will
okay.
be. Yeah, doesn't sound like much from a retirement to me. He fell away.
No mystery.
0-2.
I said, no, Mr. Gibson, you did not think that I thought for 1 second that you were going to really go away completely.
Right,
I mean,
no,
he
there's
is a
no
fixture in the youth and high school athletic community.
Oh, yeah.
Beckwith on the run that time, but fouled away, so he resets.
Throw to first, and Beckwith dives back.
On his mind anyway, right? Got him thinking.
2-0, Edward Little, the lead, top of the third. Leadoff runner on for Lewiston. They are looking to get one on the board at least.
Boy, Libby way in at third.
That pitch is swung on and missed, and there's one away. Cox got fooled by that one and swung right through it. Now to the dish comes Jack LeBlanc, shortstop.
Struck out looking in his first at bat.
Lewiston went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Throw over to first, runner back. Norcross Plord sets, slides, and delivers. Pitches in there for a strike. 0-1. Oxford Hills head baseball coach Shane Slicer here, scouting out in right field.
Maybe we can get him to jump on for half
I bet we could. I bet we could.
See if I can't sneak over there.
That pitch is going to be popped foul off of somebody's car. Uh-oh, better call Portland Class. Is that what we're supposed to do when that happens now? We got to do that around here.
There's another jingle that you and I have.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, yeah. No. Between that one and Cars for Kids.
Yeah,
I just can't. I can't even begin.
It just plays in my head.
Correct. Pitch. In there for a strike. Strike 3. And down goes LeBlanc. And there's 2 away now for Edward Little here on the top of the third. Lewiston still has a runner on first. It's 2-0 Eddies.
Cox grounded out to Libby in his first at bat. 0 for 1. Leaving Beckwith the leadoff runner. Got to first base, but they haven't been able to do much with him.
Evan Cox waits for the pitch because it's thrown over to first, runner back. Did you look at this, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's wild. I haven't seen anything like this since, like...
Oh, my. The graveyard.
I think the mosquito graveyard.
Wow.
It's great. Pitch is swung out at missed and then out of Bell's glove. Counts 0-1. 2 outs. Top of the third. EL2. Lewiston nothing. We should just put them all on the chair and then just take a photo later and be like, these brave soldiers lost their lives.
Hey.
Trying to attack us during a baseball game. Yeah.
We are giving them ample light to go to.
We really are. Another throw over to first, runner back. Norcross Ford sets again. 0-1 pitch. Low, wild pitch, and down to second base will go Beckwith. Easily.
Squared it away from Bell that time all the way to the backstop. Easily allows Beckwith to get out in a scoring position here. And an even count on Evan Cox. He's got a chance here to make this a one-run game.
Pitch. Swung on a miss. 1-2 now. I think Cox thought he struck out for a second because he said run it down to first.
Yeah.
Like, no, but that's only 2.
No, 2-2.
At least he showed that hustle. You know,
Yeah.
some kids wouldn't do that.
Eager.
Right.
Eagerness. I like that.
His eager face. Norcross Ford's up 2-0. He's trying to get out of the jam here. Pitch is inside. Count evens at 2-2.
Just not finishing that pitch. He's not bending his back, coming all the way through.
That's something a pitching coach can see from the dugout and tell him about, right? Just boom, boom. Pitch, low and outside. And the count is now full at 3-2. Quite a job here by Cox to battle back. Beckwith is on second. 2 outs. 2-0 Edward Little. Quarterfinal action. Norcross Ford steps off, and we'll do it again. That pitch is a ball. Heck of an at-bat there by Evan Cox to draw the walk. Now there's runners on first and second for Lewiston. And listen, Edward Little has done most of their damage today with 2 outs, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility here that Lewiston can do the same thing.
Not at all, and I'll tell you what, Hunter Landry is a guy that can put the bat on the ball. Lefty throw, righty hit. I love that alternate.
Landry in there, batting right-handed. First pitch, swung on. Bell fields it and steps on third for the force. That'll be 5 unassisted. End of 2.5. 2-0. EL over Lewiston. We'll be back. Means Big Z video stream at MBR.org.
Make this the best summer ever with the YMCA of Auburn Lewiston.
For youth entering kindergarten through 10th grade, the Y offers multiple summer camp programs close to home at the historic Camp Corner at Lower Rang Pond in Poland. Both camps have the opportunity to visit and explore our outdoor learning and education center.
Sign up for 1 week at a time or for the whole summer. Y summer camps give children confidence, and their experiences and memories will last a lifetime.
Financial assistance is available to qualifying families, and on-site childcare is provided before and after camp.
For more information, visit the Y at 62 Turner Street in Auburn or call 795-4095, online at alymca.org and on Facebook.
Listen longer, listen farther. To Maine's Big Z, 105.5 and 1240 WEZR, Lewiston, Auburn, plus 92.7 WEZR FM, Norway.
Your friends on the Z.
Welcome back. NPA State Baseball quarterfinal action. Edward Little, Lewiston. Bottom of the third inning. EL leads 2-0. Steve will join me in just a moment. We were just asked for some diet tips, which I find hilarious. You know, always get a kick out of that. Evan Cox still on the mound for the Lewiston Blue Devils. Edward Little has had the leadoff runner on in each of the first 2 innings. Winner of this one gets to play again on Saturday, and they will host Mount Ararat as Brewer. Brewer, who won the KVAC championship, got beaten today by Mount Ararat. Into the ditch. I believe Mason Brushwine will step in. If I remember correctly. Cox steps and fires. Fake bunt attempt. Pulled back. 1-0. Doing some top-level scouting there, I see. That was good.
I was trying.
I know. Well, yeah, that was good. That was funny. Pitch is in there for as a ball, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Tyler has the right idea with the Obi-Wan Kenobi robe there. That's really...
He really does.
He's got a good idea there. That pitch is swung on a miss, 2-2.
Shout out to the folks tweeting from behind home plate about the brown blob videoing from center field.
That's nice. That's cute. That's good. That's nice.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was perfect.
That was good. This lightsaber was your father's. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. And the streak has been broken. Edward Little does not get the leadoff runner on here in the third, but they're still up 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning.
Tyler Libby now. Grounded out to Gibson at second.
Swung on a miss, 0-1. They're taking some hacks in this at-bat.
Swinging early. They know that Cox is limited on his pitches. That means one thing. He's going to be around the plate.
Popped up. Foul out of play.
You see Dave use that a lot of times with his players where he'll get a couple of runs and then really just kind of ratchet up their intensity, get him to swing a bunch more.
Pitch. High. 1-2. One-two pitch. Way behind Libby. 2-2. Edward Little has got a run on the first, run on the second. That's where we are. Bottom of the third, 2-0 EL. That pitch is in there for a strike. And down goes Libby, 2 away.
Wow.
Cox, totally different pitcher this inning.
Well, yeah. He's.
What could be causing that?
I mean, I think he's the same pitcher. I got to tell you. Boy, I'm thinking, wow, that was a strike. Well, I've seen a bunch that landed inside that weren't. So, you get credit for that one.
That pitch is swung on and missed as Ian Brushwine steps in. Brushwine, Libby, and Brushwine was your
accounting firm today.
The law offices of Brushwine, Libby, and Brushwine. Pitch is high, 1-1.
Led off last inning with a single and scored a run. The second run for the Eddies.
That pitch is a ball, 2-1. Two-one pitch. In there for a strike. Count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the third, 2-0 EL over Lewiston. Of course, reminder, I'll be back at it with you tomorrow morning if you're listening on the radio. Means Big Z. Tell you guests and everything else. Pitches high, 3-2. Sun Journal Weekend preview at 6:30.
Good God, Matthew. Spent a lot of time on these airwaves, young man.
And I just realized I got to record a B-list episode.
I was just going to say, we'll be meeting in the afternoon.
I believe we will be. That pitch is going to be flared here into center field and caught. Hunter Landry tracked it down, read it right, and the Blue Devils get their first 1-2-3 inning behind Evan Cox. We'll be back. EL2, Lewiston, 0 and a 3 here on the Z.
Serving our communities, Rainbow Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
At Rainbow FCU, they understand how busy life can get. That's why they offer the latest technology, giving you banking access when and where you need it.
And when it's time to purchase a car or home, Rainbow Federal Credit Union is here for you with attractive rates, products, and services.
Visit their 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, Mechanic Falls, and South Paris.
Online at rainbowfcu.com.
Welcome back. You can take a shift with the tennis water here for a minute, Steve. We're batting away the bugs. You got this this cool little tennis water thing, and it's got an electric button on it, so when you zap it, it zaps the mosquitoes. We actually have this big light here. Edward Little leads 2-0, top of the 4th inning. Lewiston coming up to the dish to take on Jared Norcross-Plord, who's on the bump for the Eddies. Winner of this one, it takes on Mount Ararat. But anyways, a lot of mosquitoes out here, out in the outfield, so we've got this electric tennis racket. And the electric tennis racket keeps zapping these bugs, and they keep landing everywhere. So we've got, like, all these mosquitoes all over the chair and all over everything else. It's quite the scene. Lights are on. Pitch is a ball, 1-0. Eddie Turgeon up at the dish. Pitch is a strike, 1-1.
Turgeon, Wing, and Osgood, 4, 5, and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Norcross-Plord starting to pick up the pace a little bit pitching-wise. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. Back at it on Saturday. We'll get a time for you as soon as the game's scheduled. We got to finish this one first. I do have times for you for Oxford Hills on Saturday on 96.9 AM 1450. Softball's going to be played at 2. Baseball's going to be played at noon. That pitch is high and outside. 2-2. The plan is to do baseball first and then join softball in progress unless baseball runs over. We'll see. I don't think it will. If that pitch is in there for a strike, there's a 1 away, and Mr. Turgeon has a seat. That was a good pitch. Looks like both pitches here kind of started to find their groove a little bit in the 4th inning,
yeah,
fourth innings.
A little bit more rhythm, sort of working into the game and feeling a little bit more sweat. So, for sure. Wing now, he walked and stole a base last inning.
Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. That pitch is fouled away, 0-2. I actually heard that one. That kamikaze mosquito was coming at you. And, like, I knew it was coming. I'm like, uh-oh, that's right by his... Yep, that was, yeah.
Apologies.
That was not a lot we could do about that one, folks. Pitch is just outside. This doesn't happen in February. You know that? Just doesn't. Pitch. And there for a strike. There's 2 away. Dalton Wing has a seat. Still 2-0. Edward Little.
6th strikeout that time for Norcross-Plord. 4 of the 6 have been looking. That's interesting. 2 in this inning alone.
It's a lot of backwards Ks.
Nate Osgood now struck out swinging. First time up.
Pitch to Osgood outside. 1-0.
Seems like Norcross-Plord really misses away for the most part on lefties.
Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. EL leads Lewiston by a score of 2-0. Pitch in there for a strike. Excuse me, it's now 1-2. The previous scoreboard operator decided to add the extra strike there.
Yeah, messing with you.
I love that.
Let's get the feet on in there.
Oh, yeah. Swung on and missed. Oh, strike 3.
All
no
3.
Worried about that one. End of 3.5. EL2, Lewiston, 0. Chris Hodgkins is back in the Spectrum Medical Group, Spectrum Healthcare Studios, Healthcare Partner Studios, keeping us on the air. You're listening to Maine's Big Z video stream at MBR.org.
Gleason Media is proud to announce Spectrum Healthcare Partners, Central Maine Orthopedics, and OA Centers for Orthopedics partnered together to offer top-notch patient-centered orthopedic care for all. Serving the entire state of Maine, Spectrum Healthcare has a location near you. Ask your doctor to be referred to Spectrum Healthcare Partners, leading orthopedic care in Maine. Visit them online at spectrumhcp.com. Again, that's spectrumhcp.com for a list of services and locations.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Lewiston, Edward Little. Edward Little leads 2-0. Hanging out here at Auburn Suburban Little League, MPA State Baseball Playoffs.
Bugging out.
Bugging out, if you will. Chris Hodgkins keeping us on the air at the Spectrum Healthcare Partner Studios. We're in the Mechanic Savings Bank broadcast booth on the video side of things. Of course, you can listen to the audio stream at mainsbigz.com if you need to, or find it on TuneIn Radio app. Just look for Maine's Big Z.
Pretty sure this is one of the very few times that you will hear the song Sweet Caroline played in a New England atmosphere.
Yeah, you never really hear
no
that
chanting,
that much.
no chanting, folks. There's no sing-alongs going on here. None. We're just enjoying. We're just enjoying.
Yeah.
It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Red Eddies here in the bottom of the fourth.
Cox found his groove last inning. Pitch outside. 1-0. 2-0. EL leads. Bottom of the fourth.
Sacrifice bunt in his first at bat.
Pitch outside. 2-0.
In his first plate appearance, I should say.
Yes.
Because it wouldn't officially be accounted as an at bat.
Right.
I just want to make sure
the technicalities.
Yep.
Yes. Outside 3-0.
I don't want anyone coming after me on the MBR form tomorrow. I got it. I caught it.
I know, because nobody ever does that.
I caught
Nobody
it.
gets fired up about anything.
I caught
over
it.
There. Yeah.
We're good.
That pitch is a ball, and on 4 pitches goes C.J. Gibson, and that is not how Will Emerson wanted Evan Cox to start this inning, I'm willing to bet.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong bet. I think that's a pretty good bet.
I feel
pretty strong bet.
Confident about that one.
Gibson's a guy that's got speed, so lead-off hitter up now. You got to expect.
You got all sorts of action you could do here. You could hit and run. You could bunt. You could just do a straight steal. There's all sorts of action here that you can do when you have an athlete like Gibson. It's kind of nice to have that guy down at the 9-hole who can act as like that de facto secondary leadoff hitter back to first to keep Gibson.
One of the things I like to do as a coach was watch the catcher in between innings and see, how hard he threw the ball back to the pitcher and how hard he threw the ball down to second base. And if he hasn't taken it serious and he hasn't thrown in maybe 20 minutes, run on him.
Pitch is a ball. Throw it down to first, and back goes Gibson.
If he throws a BB down to first base, then you're pretty aware of the fact that his arm is warm.
At that point, you know that, yes, he's all set. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. And the streak is broken.
I would be remiss if I didn't share this with our listeners and watchers, home and afar. If you are in need of good bug protection,
yes,
it is a bed sheet is all you need.
That
really has been proven by our cameraman.
Yes, it really has. Pitch is high, snap throw down to first, runner back. Count is now 2-1.
He is covered. He's actually, everything but the camera is covered. He's well within his covering and completely protected. Chemical free, no bug spray.
Should we just bring sheets to cover up with on Saturday?
Might be.
I think that's the plan. Pitch is high, 3-1.
Will they play at night?
I'm going to say no because it's a Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking a 1 o'clock start.
Because I think that's what happened last year, if I remember. I think I think it was like 3:30.
Oh, okay.
Like
one of those mid-afternoon deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it in the high sun. Bugs are high sun.
Right. Yeah. Bugs are high sun either way. And Gibson's going to run down to first, but the pitch is going to be a ball. So first and second for the Eddies. Nobody out. They're up 2-0. And Cox has gone back to the Cox from the first and second innings.
It's going to be Blanchard now. He is 1 for 2. He's made solid contact on both occasions. Coach Dave Jordan wants to have 20 or 30 seconds. Nope. How about 5 seconds to talk to him? He said, hit the ball or take a strike. There's not a whole lot that you're given in that quick, but 1 for 2. Hit a hard ground ball to LeBlanc at short. He couldn't field it well, made an error in the first, then had a nice single up the right field line with an RBI in the second.
2-0 Edward Little in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Cox keeps looking back at second for Gibson. Bunt. Goes right back to the pitcher. And Cox is going to have to throw it to first, and it's not going to be in time. Bases are loaded. Nobody out again for Edward Little. And they're going to look to cash it in this time. Tyler Blanchard is on base. And once again, here comes Garrett Hartley looking to not get hit this time. He's been hit twice in this baseball game.
Well, nowhere to put him. So if you hit him, then you're willing to put another run on the board, and you're pitching for outs right here. That's what you're pitching for, and Coach Emerson is going to come out
and make a move.
Yeah, I think he will here.
Coach Emerson's going to make a call to the bullpen, so we'll make a call to the Spectrum Healthcare Partners studios and take a break. 2-0. Actually, is he going to make the switch? I don't know. I think he's just going to have a conversation. We'll just hang right here. We'll find out. And he's not going to make a call to the bullpen. He's going to threaten, but we'll
let him go get it. Let him go get it. Give him the opportunity here. It's a 2-run game. I mean, this is the third time in 4 innings that the Edward Little team has had the bases loaded, and only to give up 2 runs to a very talented offensive team, that's saying something here. So pitch to outs here. See what the Blue Devils can mix up.
First pitch to Hartley is grounded fair inside the first base line. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Throw goes back to the backstop. Hartley will advance to second. It is 4-0 Edward Little in the bottom of the fourth.
Boy, nice piece of hitting that time by Hartley. Got the head of the bat around on it. Took it right down the line. That allowed Gibson to score easily from third, and Brown to score not as easily from second, but well ahead of the throw. And Blanchard around to third base. Hartley goes to second after the single on the throw. And now we've got men on second and third, still no outs, and a 4-run lead for the Eddies.
Pitch is a ball, 1-0. Second to third, nobody out. 4-0 EL. Stevie just told you. Pitch. And there for a strike, 1-1.
0 for 1 is Norcross Plord. Struck out looking in the first, had a walk in the second. You know he wants to add to this.
Pitch is going to be fouled away.
He's itching to add to this.
Count is 1-2.
It's a one cliche max. That's where I feel like. So we're just going to leave it one time. Right. We can say it. We can burn it.
That's fine. One a game, roughly. Count evens at 2-2. You read that thing on Twitter, right, about the most overused baseball cliches?
Didn't I?
And I'm like, yep, that one, and that one, and that one. Count is now full at 3-2. Runners on second and third for EL. Bottom of the fourth, they lead 4-0 over Lewiston. Winner of this one gets Mount Ararat probably on Saturday. Depending on weather or anything silly, but I guess the weather is supposed to be pretty good. 3-2 pitch. Low, and the bases are loaded once again. And Max Bell will step in, batting in the 5-hole. With the bases loaded. Cox has been out of trouble. He's had the bases loaded in every inning except for the third. Pitch to Bell's in there for a strike. A 1 pitch. In there for a ball, 1-1. One pitch. Outside, 2-1. Cox just looks like he's lost his release.
Yeah, he's just rushing at this point. He's just kind of throwing, not really pitching. You got to imagine fatigue is setting in for him.
You didn't bring the pitch clicker today. So
I did not.
Yeah,
I did not.
And
I was keeping manual count, but then I had a mosquito count on the other side, and I couldn't keep track of all three.
Then we had a visitor out in the outfield.
Yeah, we did. We did. We've had a few, actually.
We've had a couple. Pitch. Fouled back again. Count even at 2-2. Bottom of the fourth. 4-0. EL leads. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three, and there's one away for the Devils here in the fourth, excuse me. Bottom of the fourth. Bases loaded still, 4-0. Mason Brushwine steps in. Pitch is 1-1. Mason threw it that one a little bit low. One pitch. Curveball in the first strike. That was one of those balls in the first balls, but strikes in the fourth inning curveballs. Pitch. High. 1-2. Pitch. 2-2. Beckwith's going to go for it. Throws it into first, and the runner gets in there. That was a play there by. Let's see who it was. It was Blanchard. Okay, there you go.
It should score the run.
I saw the backwards.
Hartley over to third, and then Norcross Plord now.
Heck of a play by Beck to even get it there and make it close because the ball scooted away, and that was an excellent play by Go down and good away. A lot of guys are going to stay up, but he didn't. 5-0 Yale now. 2-2 count on Mason in the right fielder. Runners on second and third. Pitch is going to be flared into center. He's going to go for it. Fall in front of him for a base hit. Throw into home. He's out. Throw down to third. Runner safe. Runners on second, third.
Holy cow.
And it's 5-0. Edward Little. It was Hartley that got thrown out, right? At home. I could tell because then everyone else on the field.
Nice throw that time by Landry from center field.
That was a killer throw there. I thought he was high for it. Of course, you see the guys when they're doing their warm-ups and during warm-ups, they all do the leg first slide and everything else. And I thought he was going to slide for it, but he didn't. Looks like Emerson's going to make a bullpen, and Evan Cox still responsible for the runs on second and third. Ball, no?
Jack outs, both looking.
Pitch, swung on miss. 1 out. Fifth EL leads 5-0.
So I think the pitch hitter is. I think it's 3 Ben Harris. And the reason I believe that is because it looks like number 5, CJ Gibson.